right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome this evening to Season 1, Week 14 of IVRL. I am your caster for this evening. I am Lampy28, and tonight we have R3SIN Mafia versus L.R.R.P. going at it. Hope you all having a good time here, and as we are about to get started, take a look at some of these bands going on here this evening. R3SIN Mafia versus L.R.R.P. Let's take a look. Right, so in the IVRL, we are on set number 2, which means we are in the second set of map choices, and this is the map pool currently for the IVRL. 8 DPI maps, which is onward maps, and then 2 custom maps, which you see on the far right, USS Quest and Shipyard. The custom maps are made by map makers, the Joe Schmoes out there, the players, the people who just have that intuition of making beautiful playable maps, and they submit them to the game, and then once they go through their trial and errors, they become league worthy. And that's what we have on the far right, USS Quest and Shipyard. And as you can see, they're both still available. Tonight, the home team, which is R3SIN Mafia, has banned Suburbia and Downfall. And you have the longest range map in Downfall and one of the more close quarter maps in Suburbia. So it could be strength, could be weakness, we shall see. But from the L.R.R.P side, we have bans of Quarantine and Snow Peak. Those are your longer to middle range maps. You know, a lot of coordination, a lot of teamwork, very long range, some sniper work. But they're taking those off the table tonight, and we shall see how this goes. We still have a long range map of Abandoned left to be chosen. We are heading to Bazaar, though, on our very first map. And Bazaar, is going to be R3SIN Mafia's pick tonight. So as we get started here, let's jump in, check out that lineup. Right, making sure everybody's in the lobby here. We are still waiting one for L.R.R.P, but R3SIN Mafia running with their lineup tonight of Dubsham 432. Sly the Great, 69. Framed, Drewski, and Kraftomic. Excited to see this lineup, man. And there I have the spellings wrong. So before you say anything, I know. Right, still waiting on a few. L.R.R.P running with Shotgun Preacher, Chicky Doodle, Golden FPV, the Minion, and waiting on their 5th player. And I believe it's going to be a reservist tonight, so little inside information coming from you. And as we wait here, we are waiting on their 5th player. Make sure you taking a look at the channel points and predictions. So predictions are, who do you feel like is going to win map 1? And map 1 obviously is Bazaar, and you bet on your channel points. So you're betting against the community. The community is going to bet their own channel points, and channel points are Twitch points for, you know, watching the stream, chatting in the stream. If you like the, if you like the stream, or if you subscribe to the stream, that's the way to earn more free channel points. And earning those channel points, allows you to bet on them. So if you're betting on L.R.R.P to win the first map, you can win the points that anybody that's betting on R3SIN Mafia to win the map. So good times, and I hope you guys win some money. Man. But while we're still waiting on that, let's jump back into the scoreboard. At least you can hear some amazing phonic music while we wait. Once again, we're just waiting on members of L.R.R.P to join the lobby. Onward has this weird glitch going on right now that it's very hard to catch the or see the lobby available in the selections when you load up into the game, and you're able to choose, which lobby you want to join, or if there's private lobbies. And sometimes you got to just, flip the host back and forth and try to get that to show up. So, little issue there, I would imagine. But I would imagine everybody will be in here shortly. So let's talk about R3SIN Mafia and let's talk about L.R.R.P. Now, in the IVRL, this is their very first season. We are in week number 14 of that season, and currently R3SIN Mafia is sitting at 30th place in the NA, and L.R.R.P right behind them at 33rd place, and only 5 points in the ranking system difference, which is basically one win or loss away from being tied or above them. So very close, and should be a good matchup. Everybody seems to be so far a rostered member, but I believe L.R.R.P is going to be looking to bring in a reservist tonight for their 5th, as far as what the inside information came in for me. Maybe the reservist is having issues finding the lobby or not showing up. But if you are a reservist out there for the IVRL, maybe ping one of the guys, see if you can get yourself in on that matchup. And let's see. L.R.R.P is fairly new. They've only been around for a year or so, and what a great group of people that team is. Really striving to grow in the ladder, a brand new team forming and trying to, better themselves. A lot of strategies coming out from these guys, and, putting the work in. And R3SIN Mafia have been in for a long time. I mean, they've been a team, since 2020? So over 2 years. Maybe not the exact group of guys, but the team itself has been around for over 2 years, and exciting to see what these guys got. So they are able and willing to put on a great performance tonight, and we shall see that going against L.R.R.P. Round 1, here we go, Bazaar. And L.R.R.P. taking defense first here on the North Kiot objective, and what an objective to get things started off with. Man, what a spicy time this can be, as it can be Lots of action that can happen down in the Kiat itself due to the fact that the satellite, which is the uplink, is right there in the middle of Kiat. And you got 2 rooms to the left and to the right, and a second floor above you to the left, to the right, and above. So basically 6 rooms that you can cap from, send the uplink from. So lots of protection needed. Very possible to get inside one of those rooms and never be seen, as we have Golden about to interact with a few of these guys here, Craftomic and Frame. And Craft getting that early and quick frag onto, or quick flick onto Golden there, taking over the northwest approach. Captain Bojangles still in the north of Kiat, ready to protect this great little spot. Also somewhat meta. It's very known that people play behind these planters boxes as a long frag comes out. What a frag by Framed, but not hitting anyone. Dubsham getting awfully close to the minion as he does push through that east courtyard. People be in the blue room there. Drewski keeping an eye on Bazaar. And Chicky Doodle finding Craftomic, does not connect on those shots.
Somebody's trying to pick me.
Drewski looking for anybody coming from that blue room area into the Bazaar. And Captain Bojangles does prime frame, but Craftomic is quickly behind him, looking for that refrag. Chicky Doodle moving around, finding another great refrag by Chicky Doodle, pushing that. And the minion and Dubshan awfully close to each other. Dubsham trying to come through the blue room. We'll hear minion. Toss over from the minion. Feel like he's in this alleyway, but it's actually in the blue room. Gonna give Dubsham a little bit of information. But Drewski's pre-firing into Kiat, into the Bazaar area. And what a shot by Chicky Doo. What a shot.
-1, what's that? -2, -3.
And quickly down to a 4v2. As you can tell, Bojangles and Chicky Doodle running in the Kiat for protection. Sly gets shotgun Preacher. 4v3, or 2v3, apologies. And Sly and Dubsham working as a team here. Been caught in the middle of this father-son duo. I'm 90% sure they're father-son. Apologies if they're not. But Dub and Sly clinching in on the minion. Sly looking to the north of Bazaar. Dubsham trying to throw some smoke out, both to protect minion, or to protect himself from minion. Dubsham finding Bojangles in Kiat.
One still in the east courtyard.
Dubsham giving the call out of the minion being close by. And Sly looking.
He's like right there.
And Bojangles able to get revived there by Chicky Doodle. And Chicky getting out in the open is down by Dubsham. And Sly taking down the minion. It's quickly a 2v1.5. Bojangles gonna have to revive Chicky if he can.
So I have 2.
Chicky's down but not out and able to give call outs.
Chaos. We need to start. Next round we gotta keep it nice and tight.
Chicky giving a little information from his team. Trying to give a pep talk, but with only one left and Captain Bojangles up top there. There has been the possibility of someone just sneaking in below and capping and not realizing it. So Bojangles does need to take a new approach or revive Chicky to give that other member a chance. And Bojangles finding Sly. Luck on his side, skill on his side. Regardless, we are down to a 1.5v1 here with Dubsham, the last member of R3SIN Mafia, trying to make this approach through the middle of the courtyard. Very risky, but also, you know, doesn't have much option. Minute 14 left, doesn't have time for a big rotation. Is able to peek all these windows, and as he's looking for Captain Bojangles, he is looking for a dark black uniform against this light background, and R3SIN Mafia grabbing round 1. Dubsham with an excellent shot there. patience from Dubsham, looking in those windows, knowing that when there's only one member left on defense or so, that a lot of rotations do need to come into play there, due to the fact of all the areas you can cap from. So excellent job by Reza Mafia, taking round 1 here on Bazaar. Yeah, let's look at that one more time. Dubsham windows, and as he's looking for Captain Bojangles, he is looking for a dark black uniform against this light background, and Resin Mafia grabbing round 1. Dubsham with an excellent shot there. And as you can tell, Dubsham getting that final kill there on the first round of Bazaar. And this is Resin Mafia's pick, and man, did L.R.R.P really put up a fight there in round number 1. Excited to see how this is going to play out. All right, hope you got them predictions in earlier. Again, those predictions are based on your channel points. That is just free points, Twitch money, as you want to call it, just for watching the stream, liking the stream, subscribing gets you more points. The more you chat gives you more points. So just be involved, get involved, more points coming at you. Here we go, round number 2. Same objective.
Lines, we're holding lines here.
Offense and defense do switch roles here. And the uplink does stay similar, or in the same spot.
You don't poke your box. Let them cross the line.
And Resin Mafia talking about how they want to protect this Kiat as L.R.R.P get the southwest spawn. And it does look like a 2v3 split. Captain Bojangles and Chicky Doodle staying to the west as the other 3 members head over to the east. As it looks like maybe Sly will come into contact with a few of these players. Ooh, Sly is going to stay tucked in the corner, not peeking out into the open area here, protecting himself, but also listening for audio cues. And as you can see, does have his tablet out. Now, we can't see what he sees on the tablet, but he is able to, you know, see the members of his team, their little dots on the screen, and he can keep a close eye on what's happening on the other parts of the map and what's happening to his teammates. If other teammates are dying, the dots will disappear, and that'll give you the opportunity to rotate back and help on the defensive front of the Kia. Golden with a little bit of pre-fire onto the scaffolding, which could be a hot spot for defenders to sit. Minion, Golden, and Shotgun slowly approaching through this east side as the other members of L.R.R.P are moving closer and closer through the west. No real threats here in the west. Able to cross the streets without any interaction. And the defense sitting pretty well. Kraftomic, Drewski, and Framed all guarding that west approach, as Sly, the only member guarding the west, or the east here. Shotgun Preacher attempting to cross this street. A little bit more pre-fire coming in. Sly is going to be hearing these audio cues, realizing somebody is running behind him. Will he call it out, or will he stay quiet? Now he can use this radio, and Frame getting one in the north. Help guarding the backside. As you can see, Frame up on that second story of the far northwest building, looking for Golden. Looks like our guys in the west are going to be hearing these shots coming from Frame, trying to figure out where it came from. Frame with an excellent position. As you can tell, his avatar body is all jumbled up there, and that's based on tracking for the headset. The headset, you know, in real life, this is VR, so in real life, you do have to lay down, but this is a partial lay down. I'm laying down, but my head's a little bit higher than it like for it to be, so it doesn't realize if it's laying down or somewhat crouched. And Sly picking off Golden in that far west or far east. And that is going to give off some audio cues there. I believe Minion was the other one left. And Framed hearing all these below him. Can't find this guy. No idea where he's at. Framed up top. Chicky Doodle looked like he may.
Around here, Chicky.
And is it a frag or is it a flash? It is a flash. Framed is.
Chicky, get him.
What do you mean, get him? What?
There, Chicky's up there.
Framed in a tough position here. Gonna throw out, looks like a grenade. And a flash. And gonna take one down with him. But only downs.
Gimme.
So Chicky is able to revive Bojangles. What a gunfight happened there in the northwest corner. Minion still trying to push onto Sly. And Resin Mafia has the advantage here. 4-3 Craftomic finding Bojangles. What a shot there. Nice little tucked in angle in this hallway. Watching that cross. Chicky Doodle very aware of someone being in there. Throws the smoke out to protect himself. Excellent smoke by Chicky Doodle. And Minion shooting at Chicky. I think finally realizing that is a teammate. That's going to give off audio cues for both sides, knowing that somebody is on both sides. Craftomic finding his way around to the northeast, looking. Chicky Doodle is looking for this.
You get one?
And Chicky's stuck in a tough spot here. Craftomic on the stairway. He is down and able to give those call outs. And it is going to be called out. Oh, maybe he couldn't reach his radio. Sometimes when you're down on stairs, the positioning of your radio is different. Chicky Doodle finding his way into Kiat. Drewski close by. And time has run out. Chicky Doodle running out of time. Resin Mafia taking round 2 of their map pick. Wow, what a tough time. I mean, the guys in the far north, really not even on OBJ. That spread out defense really put a hurting on what would have been the L.R.R.P push. And let's see if this does work here. Maybe I can get you some fun drawings. But they had a guy up here. And they also had Sly over here. They had 2 members of L.R.R.P trying to push this side. And having that protection from Sly looking this way was great. And then also, I can't remember the name, but we had one member up here watching this north cross so nobody could come into Sly this way. And that's where that first kill happened, coming through there. But the 2 members of L.R.R.P pushing through this side could not find this member being up on that second story, and really caused some chaos, burnt a lot of time for the defense. And that member going for a 1v1, X'd out one of the L.R.R.P guys. Craftomic, who stayed in here in this courtyard after those 2 members tried to push. Craft was able to get one of the members here, again slowing down any pushes from that offense and really just delaying a ton of time. So excellent work there by Resin Mafia to, you know, hold out on the defense, spread out, and taking that round. Right. Back in it we are.
You want them looking that way? Because they still have to clear.
Now we have Tank OBJ in the east side. Take a look at the defense here, how they're going to set things up.
Garbage can.
No respawn from the offense. The defense is able to push far up into the northeast. Chicky Doodle holding back a little bit as Golden is pushing up into the far northeast courtyard in a great little spot. We'll be able to hear audio cues from behind him, understanding if anybody does tend to come up and find him there. Looks like we do still have a blue dot on my screen. Get rid of that for you. Offense pushing 3 through Bazaar Market, the other through the west. It's going to be a slow approach. They are careful of crossing this street here, knowing that it is somewhat of a hot spot. Sly in frame, looking across that street. Nobody really watching the streets. They are able to cross without any interaction. Minion in somewhat of a non-meta spot, out in the open a little bit here. Tucked in nicely, though. You know, he's got the Hescos for cover, these boxes. And he can peek the blue room as needed. So he's not particularly, you know, seen from the blue room, but he can also peek it. As you see, the laser does come in here.
That area, it might be the other blue room.
We take off the player names. You can see him, though, that black uniform against the white background. So very easily spottable, but not normally looked at. So if Minion is quick enough, he should be able to get any shots before getting shot. As Golden's still in the northeast.
Guy far back behind the tank in Merce's spot.
Callouts coming from Dub Sham. Shotgun Preacher finding Craftomic right there in blue room.
Echo 4, blue room.
Not confirmed there. Will Chicky get the extra shots on it for confirmation? Chicky cannot see the body. And Shotgun does need to confirm that body before Kraft gives more callouts if he can. Nothing from Craftomic as of yet. May not see the body, may not want to give away any inclination that he is still alive, allowing for Drew to possibly come through the blue room and revive him. Chicky and Golden also watching this northeast still. It's a great opportunity for Golden to possibly flank around and put some pressure on these guys from the north. Shall see if he does make that movement. Drew with a little bit of fire, pre-fire. Oh, looking for Chicky Doodle over the wall. Chicky must have peeked the wall on that crate.
The part where he can like walk up the ramp thing.
Drew staying nice and tucked in. Craftomic about to bleed out in the blue room, and confirmation does come from Chicky Doodle.
I think he was only down.
Golden finding Drewski, or Drewski finding Golden, my apologies. And that would have been a great flank opportunity from Golden there. As he was trying to push out, it looks like. You see his body hanging out there along the wall. Bojangles finding another, pushing on him. Quickly, L.R.R.P with a 4v3, and now down to a 3v3 as Sly picks up Captain Bojangles here in the southeast courtyard. Dubsham, danger close to Minion. And
I got that one that scratched.
Dub taking down Chicky Doodle, running off the ramp as Minion is running in, pre-firing, giving away his position. And Dub gonna look back. Sly finding the Minion with a little bit of protection from the teammates. What a great job by R3SIN Mafia working together. Father, son. Shotgun Preacher, last man up. Cannot allow anybody to get near this tank. 3v1. Shotgun Preacher's angle on the tank may not be very good here. He does not see Dub. Will he see Dub just in time? And Dub is capping under Shotgun's nose. And will he find him? Oh, man, what a mono cap. Dub does not get the code in time, and Shotgun doesn't get that shot, but Sly, quick refrag there onto Shotgun Preacher. Wow. What a great play there by R3SIN Mafia, pushing one at a time. Great teamwork, but R3SIN Mafia going up 3-0 here. Excellent job there by those guys. What a great offensive push and making things work there for them. R3SIN Mafia just in closing on the defense. Good refrags, quick refrags, really. I believe it was Sly and Dub working through that courtyard there, and Dub was getting pushed by the minion, and Sly peeking the corner just in time, taking down the minion before killing Dub. You know, and as we were talking about Dubsham capping there, you know, what you have to be worried about on this objective is the fact that, you know, you have the objective here, and you can cap along the tank here, and you can cap along the tank here. Captain Bojangles' angle was pretty decent looking through here, but let's put it here, I guess. Maybe you can't see it here, but you can cap along this side of the tank, and you can cap along this side of the tank. Captain Bojangles' angle from here wasn't really able to see this guy, and that's where you saw the rotation come, and Captain was able to shoot him from there, but get picked from the blue room to finish off the round. So last man up needs to see both sides of the tank or needs to go out and die so you do not get capped on. 1 point loss is better than a 2 point loss. Sometimes you just got to throw in the chips there at the end. But excellent work by both sides. I mean, it's really coming down to last couple players here. And as we get back into things, do have the same objective as we are only in round 3 here of map number 1. Like we mentioned before, objectives change, offense and defense. Everybody gets a chance. 3 members, another 3-2 push here from L.R.R.P. wanting to cross the street. Smokes out from Golden to help cross the street without being spotted. And every now and then, it depends. Smokes are good. It's better to throw the smoke and not throw the smoke. But sometimes it does throw off that, hey, I'm over here type of thing. But nobody watching the street, so I don't believe anybody saw that smoke come out. Defense is more worried about staying tucked in and winning these last 2 rounds. Dubsham up here as well, again in the northeast, as the others were. Again, tablet out. Very good strategy, all you new players out there. Keep that tablet out. Know what's going on. As
one went north, he crossed, I didn't get him.
Drew with a great call out for his teammates, letting them know, let Dub know for sure that there has been a cross on the street, and Dub is to stay prepared here. Shotgun Preacher and Chicky Doodle. Great smoke coverage. Now it's just about luck. Will Shotgun get across? He does get tagged and does go down just a pre-fire. Drew cannot see, but just pre-firing that with that PKM there. 250 rounds in that PKM magazine box, and just need to pre-fire that smoke and make sure nobody crosses, as you can still hear this pre-fire coming out. Dub staying nice and tucked in, but framed with a great angle from blue room, or no, from the other blue room, finding Chicky Doodle. And a great defense by R3SIN Mafia. Looks like Golden is pushing through the south side. Captain Bojangles also trying to get through here. And L.R.R.P down to 2. Looks like they had a drop. Only 2 kills so far, but only 2 members left. So unfortunate disconnect on the L.R.R.P side. Oh. Golden making his way through this south approach is going to have to deal with Sly. Looks like Sly may be hiding behind the boxes. Yep, behind the pallets there. Very tough to spot him out. And again, you know, this is a VR game, so in the headset, you are in this map. You are the controller. And you don't see player tags. You don't see how all that's going on. So this is what, you know, Golden is seeing right now. He doesn't know that Sly is over here behind the boxes somewhere. And now that I've lost Sly, I don't even know where Sly is. There he is, inside the building. Lasers are still helping. Golden making his way, but Sly is hearing this audio cues. Will he find each other? Golden with a quick flick. Nice job by Golden there. Craftomic finding Bojangles. Quickly bringing L.R.R.P down to their last member, 4v1. Golden by himself on this tank objective, and he really is in this courtyard by himself. I mean, he could do some damage here with nobody guarding this backside. All alone. Drew popping the blue room, Dubsham rotating back, able to cover that back cross. But if Golden really takes his time here, he could possibly make a pick or two and still be undercover. 4v1, not an easy task here for L.R.R.P. They do need to get a few points on the board. Golden finding frame. Does have the MCX, so it does have that suppression going on. But I believe the shots are still going to ring and give audio cues out. Craftomic trying to peek that angle. They do know Golden is in this courtyard now. Going to have his work cut out for him. As Dub, Drew, and Craftomic are going to be having lasers set on this. 30 seconds left. And audio cues don't come out. Flash coming out. That's going to blind it for 7 seconds or so. Not much time left here. For Golden, 15 seconds. Flash after flash. Running out of time. Does have to make the move. Finds another one. 6 seconds. Can he get to the cap? 2 seconds left. And trade comes out. Golden doing his best there, but running out of time. Great work by the defense with all the flashes. Wow. And that really delayed anything that the offense could do. Flash after flash. Blinding Golden. And you just can't. It's just you know, when you get flashed like that, your whole headset goes white. Your whole visibility goes white. You can't move for about 7-8 seconds. And not much you can do on that aspect of things. Resin Mafia map number 1 here, week number 14, going up 4-0. And this is their map pick, so it's not unheard of for there to be a swing in the score. Resin Mafia felt like this was their best pick for this first round. And L.R.R.P will have their chance to pick map number 2 after this. But total points here in the IVRL is a factor. So L.R.R.P does need to throw a few points up, and that'll help them in the map 2. They can lose this map 4 or 5-1 if they need it, or if it comes down to it. As long as they come into map 2 winning 5-0, they're going to win the whole match. So total points is a big factor here. More points you can get on the opponent's map is going to help you. But I know L.R.R.P, and I know their players, and we cannot count them out. Not by a long shot. They're going to still put up everything they got. Still going to have a good matchup here, folks. Take a look at some of them kills. Looked like it was the minion that dropped earlier. I think he dropped mid-round, and that does not help out much for the L.R.R.P on their offensive push there. As you can see, the minion score did reset, so once you leave the lobby on a disconnect or anything, you know, your all your KDs and everything do reset. Was a bit of a round reset. And that basically doesn't mean anybody won or lost. So you do have 10 seconds after the round starts. You got a 15-second pre-round load-in, and then you have another 10 seconds after the round starts to everybody basically to commit suicide or give up on your team, and it allows to reset the round and restart the round without penalty and jump back in. You know, maybe somebody disconnected or grabbed the wrong guns or loadout. Just an opportunity for you to kind of restart the round without penalty, but you don't want to abuse it. You don't want to be the team that is constantly round resetting and delaying the game.
That's some bullshit.
And we do have the southeast courtyard objective. Defense is setting themselves up in the courtyard itself. Nice and tight, not allowing this cap to come out.
They're good.
Offense running 3 through Bazaar. And 2 crossing the northeast street. Sly and Frame. Looks like Frame may be having some technical issues. All right, finally gets that smoke out. Looks like Drewski is pushing close.
Don't let them slow you down too much, but be aware.
Drewski pre-firing the
Is there one in the
scaffolding, not seeing or connecting with anybody.
From the east.
Golden second floor here on the porch, watching the OBJ. Chicky Doodle also watching the OBJ. Shotgun Preacher has moved out into the south there. Lots of south coverage, very little north coverage. But as long as they can pick these guys off one at a time, the defense should be set up pretty nicely here. This type of coverage is going to allow the offense to push as far north as they need to and get themselves set up here across the street. And Framed also pre-firing that spot, and the offense is shooting at each other, not realizing that they are on the same team.
Did we get him? I didn't see anyone else.
I don't think so.
Little misconception there of who is where, and that'll happen in the heat of the moment. Captain Bojangles pushing in, grabbing that shot onto Frame. More shots coming out. Bojangles running through the building, trying to get behind the building once again, and great job by Bojangles there, pushing that and then rotating back, and that is an excellent work there. Don't get kill hungry. Don't. And Preacher finding Dubsham.
-1. Yep, I got him. -1, Echo 3.
Craftomic pushing in here. This is bulletproof or penetrable, so shots coming out from both sides. Shotgun is reloading, and Craftomic taking over Shotgun's position. Unfortunate events of being out of bullets. But hey, Shotgun got one. That's his job. You don't want to give your life away for nothing there. It is a 5v5 milsim. As long as you kill one member, you did your job. L.R.R.P with the man advantage here. 4v3. Really need to hold down this objective as Drew is going to push across the street and start putting some pressure on the offense here. Moving into blue room. Minion and Captain Bojangles do have this east side protected. Sly still waiting to cross that street. And Bojangles does have that blue room covered if Drew decides to peek from a great angle. What a shot by Bojangles there. Down to 2 members. 4v2, great advantage here for L.R.R.P. Really need to take this round and bring themselves back closer here. Craftomic trying to throw a smoke over top of the building, gets stuck on the building. Sly picking off Golden, but only down. Golden possibly able to give callouts. Ooh, bad peek by Golden there.
Negative. He's in the blue room. One point upstairs.
And as a down member, you're still able to use your radio, but not use your gun or anything else or move. So he is calling them out. And Craftomic pre-firing. Minion and Bojangles both crashing in. Minion, danger close to Craftomic.
I'm on OBJ.
Craft hearing all this. And Chicken Doodle and Sly trading, going down to 4v1. Or 2v1. And Minion with a great flick. Excellent work there by L.R.R.P. bringing back the map 1 round closer. Excellent job there by both sides. Really good push by R3SIN Mafia, but L.R.R.P. putting down that defense, man. Just staying tucked in. What great job by the defense. Spreading themselves out a little bit, putting the pressure on, not allowing R3SIN Mafia to get that close to objective. Very impressive to see. Looks like R3SIN Mafia may have had a disconnect. Right. While we do have that disconnect going on, trying to figure out what is happening. Let's take a look at how that defense did hold down that offense there. On that defense, they pushed L.R.R.P. pushed one down here. They also had one down here. The player down here, was it, I think it was no, it was Shotgun, I believe. Shotgun was able to pick one off before he got rushed. And just so everybody knows, these boxes down here, or these shacks, are all penetrable. So shoot through them as much as you can. If you got a big magazine there, go ahead and shoot through those. And Bojangles, I believe, was through here. Once they heard shots coming from over here, Bojangles rotated up, killed that one guy, and then did the excellent job of rotating back and staying in protection. He didn't decide to push, didn't get that kill-hungry, thought in his mind. He did the right thing by making that one kill, rotate back, and protect your angle. We had, who was it? Golden was up here, protecting the OBJ, Chicky Doodle in the corner, and I believe Minion was over here. So good coverage on the defense. Chicky Doodle, the Golden did a bit of a dangerous peek looking through that alleyway, just because a lot of eyes are usually looking through here. So you do want to be careful of that in the future. But Chicky Doodle, nice tucked in the corner here, was able to put some pressure on the guy in here, and really, the defense ended up crashing very well. These guys end up coming back to OBJ as needed and did an excellent job. So. Those are the things you gotta realize, especially on defense. Don't get kill hungry. Don't go for kills. This guy in the southeast corner, his objective was to guard this area here. By rotating up, he was able to get a kill, but if he would have kept pushing, he probably would have died out here. And you don't want that. You want to get back here where, this is where your job is. I got scribbles everywhere. That's what happens here and onward. All right, let's get back to the action. As things are going down, same objective. Switching offense and defense. L.R.R.P on the offense attack this time. Dubsham quickly underneath or behind the boxes by Blue Room. Hearing these footsteps already from Shotgun Preacher. Will he call it out and give away his position, or will he hold tight? Four-man push through Bazaar. Where is the 1 and 5th member? Oh, far east over there. Far west, as Golden is watching that west approach. Dubsham can do some damage here, but the only issue with Dubsham's position is when he gets spotted out, there is really nowhere to go besides Blue Room. Oh, Shotgun does cross without Dubsham noticing. It's going to be a little dangerous for him because if Shotgun comes through the Blue Room, he is able to possibly peek out and hit Dubsham. Dubsham hearing the minion there as well. Shotgun going to take a look through these pallets here, as all of this is penetrable. So you can possibly shoot through there and get lucky with the pick. Looks like Golden is going to try this cross. And as long as Dubsham doesn't look this way, he should be able to cross without any issue. And there goes Golden. 2 members have crossed. Craftomic finds Shotgun Preacher as he does rotate around.
I could have killed him, it just didn't feel it. I feel like hitting whole people.
And the comms that you're hearing is due to the map. There is a central location here that I'm able to hear. The caster is able to hear all comms from all players. The players in the game don't hear all that. There is an open global communication. So, you know, as a player in the game, you know, we'll just take Dubsham for an instance, as he is in his headset. If he was able to say something, or if he did say something, anybody around him will be able to hear him talk. You are able to use your radio, and if you use your radio, it just communicates with your teammates, but it's still open communication to where anybody in the vicinity of you can still hear that come out. And Bojangles looking for Dubsham. Looking for that head peek, and there it is. Will Bojangles take that shot? And they both see each other. What a shot by Bojangles. Craftomic finding Golden trying to cross the street as well.
But that's not the guy who's shooting at you. There's one more.
Craftomic also a caster for the IVRL. I should say a co-caster for the IVRL as well. And a player. All of us are players for the most part. Did realize. Still had some blue markings on there from my NFL drawings of plays. My scribbles. Stuck in a wall. Awesome.
Smoke on stairs, smoke on.
Great smoke by Chicky in the perfect position there to guard that alleyway and that stairway. And Captain Bojangles and the minion really close up here. Craftomic does find Captain Bojangles down to a 4v2.5. Nobody on objective. All down to the minion now. Smoke is going to give out their audio or their information. The minion looking for any kills. The minion finding a new position. And there's that open mic communication. The minion sounded like he had a dog in the background. And Sly is going to peek this alleyway and find Minion in the back. Shooting a man in the back. Tough,
I throw away my
but
pistol.
necessary. R3SIN Mafia winning map number 1, 5-1. And we shall see if map number 2 is a rehost or if they're just going to switch host inside. But congratulations, R3SIN Mafia, taking map number 1, 5-1 here. What an excellent show off for map number 1. And like I mentioned, R3SIN Mafia is a very talented team, been around for a long time. And, you know, they have the talent. L.R.R.P, a growing team, still going through their growing pains, and has a lot of talent on their team, but they're still meshing. They're still learning about each other. And I'm really excited to see what L.R.R.P is going to have coming up in the future, because they are going to be a team to be looking out for as they climb the rankings here. Again, congratulations, R3SIN Mafia, to map number 1. We're off to map number 2, and I will see you there. I'm going to jump into a quick introduction or intermission here, and we'll be back. Map number 2. I'll see what it will be. I have no idea until we get there. Surprise factor in 3, 2. right, welcome back, everybody. We are map number 2 now, R3SIN Mafia versus L.R.R.P, and we are heading to Shipyard. This is L.R.R.P's map pick, so we shall see some spiciness, some good strategies coming out from these guys. And man, what a first map that was. Bizarre, running 5-1 in the favor of R3SIN Mafia, and L.R.R.P's got a long way to come back here. To win this match, they got to stop R3SIN Mafia from scoring more than 1 point. So tough road ahead, but it is their map pick. Should be an interesting matchup. Right, Shipyard, one of the custom maps here in the Downpour Interactive. Subway train as it passes by. Man, Shipyard is a beautiful map, as you can tell. Lots of close quarters cargo containers. Do have the ship. The ship is accessible by 3 ramps: blue, gray, and red ramp. And then to get on the ship, you do have all the cargo containers that give you that close quarters action. Does also have the building in the center with 2 stairways, giving you that elevated experience for a 2nd story or a 3rd story. Getting up on the 3rd story does have its advantages, but you're also, you know, very exposed in certain cases. Building in the far west also has a 2nd story where you can hide behind the AC units. I believe are penetrable nowadays, so if you are spotted, you do have to be careful. You know, the 2nd story does have windows where you're able to drop down inside the buildings in the middle, and as well, as I'm trying to say. Some openings here, you can drop down. But if you fall too far, you will fall to your death. Another part of the map is what they call like blue room or blue building, due to the blue lights. So you have this area here, but there's also a 2nd story on this as well, with a ramp stairway there. And you get up here and you have some great coverage. These are penetrable by the way. So even if you try to hide behind them, if you do get pre-fired, you could get killed from that. But the cool thing about this building is you could be up here in a gunfight, and you could just drop down through this little hole and be down on the ground floor, switch positions, able to gather more info there. And another building here. The objective will be inside this building. No windows, but does have that huge skylight where you can jump into, and a 2nd story ramp as well. What you're going to see is a lot of people play up here. You'll have somebody up here crouching down, just kind of head peeking, you know, looking across the map, not exposing much of themselves, and trying to get some information. And on the ship, the last elevated platform will be this one here, 2 stairways coming up onto this platform where you can hide behind the cargo containers, or, you know, run and jump down. You can get on these cargo containers here. So lots of options. Very fun map. Very excited to see how this one plays out. It's like maybe a little break happening here. Got all 10 members in. Should start off here very, very shortly. And as the beeps come out, that's what we have.
I'm back here.
Who are you?
We're gonna do the
Then me and you
roof.
go on the ship. Me and Bojangles go up on this roof. What's his name? Shotgun, Minion, Golden will go up to that center gate.
Oh, getting in the eyes of the offense and quickly frame Frine's shotgun preacher there in the south.
He's on the roof.
Craftomic finding Golden as well, and quickly a 4v3 in that trade. Slide throwing up a grenade as Craftomic is pushing the basement, which I didn't cover in the pregame there, but there is a basement tunnel. And if Craftomic goes unheard, he can come up from the backside of the offense and really do some damage here through this alleyway right here, as you see Craftomic pushing. And we shall see if he does get spotted. Bojangles, it looks like Minion may have called that out, as Bojangles is looking down in the back of his spawn, as well as Chicky Doodle hearing these call outs, and Chicky finding Craftomic. Really great teamwork there, due to the fact that Craftomic ran underneath. Minion was able to hear those audio cues below him, and I believe Minion was the one that called that out, because there's no other way that Bojangles and Chicky could have heard that. Had to be the Minion, which would have been a great communication for that team. Very impressive there. Good teamwork. 3v3. Bojangles and Chicky Doodle looking to enter that red ramp area of the boat. Dubshan in a really powerful position here, hiding behind this gray container from that side of things. Able to listen for audio cues as well. And audio is a big part of this game. Huge part of this game. Because audio is so... Man, it's the biggest information you can get in this game. And because of the global communications and the footstep sounds, that as a player, you're able to hear things that you would normally not hear in real life. It would help your game and understand where these players are coming from. Sly the Great taking the defensive position on OBJ as the offense is taking their time. Get into the life of Captain Bojangles.
Cover here.
As you can see, Captain Bojangles quickly peeking the doorway, trying to get information. By using that movement of back and forth in a doorway, if there was a defender watching you or watching that doorway, he probably would have shot by now, and Captain Bojangles looking for information. If somebody would have shot at him, he would have known not safe to enter, or kind of got audio cues of where this player could have been. But
No.
Captain Bojangles clearing out all of this base, or the ground floor of the third story, and just giving that peace of mind that this is a safe spot. And now he's able to peek out and look for anything, as the Minion was looking back. Almost getting that TK.
Minion, are you good? All right, Chicken, we gotta start moving up. Come on, come on.
And Chicky Doodle was taking a elevated position back. Is gonna have to start moving. Chicky spent a lot of time back there in spawn. Now only has a minute left to get to the objective. Now they have to deal with Dubsham, who is going to have a line of sight. Minion dropping down is getting definitely heard by Dubsham. He knows somebody's up there. Not sure exactly what position it would be. Chicky Doodle going to rotate the back of the ship. Only 40 seconds left. When you get down to this little bit of time, you start making decisions that you wouldn't normally make because you feel rushed. And will Dubsham hear the footsteps of Chicky Doodle? As Chicky pushes in closer, Dubsham is going to rotate. Chicky is going to hear this. Pre-firing that spot, getting one. Chicky Doodle working down to OBJ. Gonna get pick up Captain Bojangles. 15 seconds left. Sly on OBJ. Shots come out. Sly finds Captain Bojangles. 7 seconds left. Shots coming out. Minion. Oh, pre-fires and gets Chicky, I believe, because he was flashed. And time does run out for L.R.R.P.
Let's go.
Resin Mafia 2 up, taking round number 1 here. You know, the patience and the slow push of the defense, or the offense, you know, is a good idea, but a little bit too late in the game there. Chicky still being in spawn with only a minute and a half left. Long linear map, you know, a lot of ground to cover, and a minute and a half just wasn't enough. Start taking, you know, too much time, and you're down to 10-15 seconds left to try to get to OBJ. Not quite enough time there. Resin Mafia total point 6, L.R.R.P 1. And this being L.R.R.P's map pick, do need to put some points on the board. Keep this a little bit closer. I cannot allow Resin Mafia to get another point here. Round number 2, map number 2.
Need to push. We don't need to push. Random teams. We don't need to be aggressive.
We gotta hold our angles and not let them in, alright?
A little bit of reassurance there from L.R.R.P. Talking to the teammates. Make sure we hold our angles. Do what's needed here. Craftomic going prone nice and early, looking for that under the truck shots. Slightly great, finding golden FPV. Some pre-fire through the front of the 3-story building here. And quickly Resin Mafia with a 5v4. Chicky Doodle getting on that 2nd story. To be a powerful location. Does move down to this low tucked in area. Also a good choice here. Is able to hear anything that happens above him, and has a great visibility of people trying to attempt to go to OBJ. Craftomic on the 2nd story, looking down into the blue room, trying to look for Shotgun Preacher. Does not spot him, as Shotgun is nice and tucked in. The problem with Chicky Doodle's spot is he is going to hear a ton of audio cues, and trying to pinpoint where they're at is going to be tough. Bojangles finding Craftomic inside the building. And Chicky looking for Sly because he does hear those footsteps. And it's hard to justify if they're above you or below you. You have a general idea that he is on that side, but not if it's 2nd story or ground floor. And Frame with that MCX, taking down Shotgun Preacher in blue room. And looks like Shotgun did peek that doorway a little bit. Chicky's got his work cut out for him because of all the audio cues, like I mentioned before. Bojangles looking for those kills here. Is going to try to rush it and gets picked out by Dubsham.
That's priority 1.
Resin Mafia keeping their patience. You know, pushing up slowly as a group, somewhat of a line across the map, taking over a little at the map as time. And Frame looking for Chicky Doodle, and he does find him, as Chicky does need to rotate quite often to look for a good angle on defenders and only leaving Minion left, 4v1. And at this point, the Minion needs to realize that there hasn't been many callouts of death. And he probably needs to, you know, I hate to say it, but just die so you don't get capped on. 4v1, tough situation. Need to give your best, but gonna go down to Dubsham there from the third story. Reza Mafia going up 2-0 here on L.R.R.P's map pick. Hope everybody's having a good time here this evening. I am Lampy28, your lonely caster for this evening. Reza Mafia versus L.R.R.P here in week number 14. Reza Mafia taking map number 1, 5-1 on Bazaar. And we are on Shipyard, which is L.R.R.P's map choice. Do have some great strategies, do have some great plays, but you're seeing the experience and what do you want to call it? Cohesiveness of Reza Mafia there. A team that's been playing together for quite some time, and they are showing their teamwork here, taking 2 rounds so far here on map number 2. As round number 3 begins. The objective does change to the far east building here in this objective right here. Very exciting one. Far east portion of the map, so a lot of ground to cover, but a lot of spiciness can happen. You can have somebody up on the 3rd story. You can have somebody in the blue room. You know, the attack from the ship. A lot of options here. Craftomic Andrew getting very aggressive here. Craft pushing to that 3rd story building on the ground floor as Golden may interact with him shortly.
Stay away
Are you
from the
sure?
wall too. Don't
I kinda wanna
walk.
cross.
Don't
Heavy approach there.
Go ahead.
Not sure though. Could have been it.
One near blue room. See,
Golden
nothing
and
ever bad
Chicky.
happens to the Chickadizzly.
Chickadizzly. That is you, Chickadizzly.
It's dissipated.
Golden and Chicky both clearing out the ground floor of this 3-story. We'll have to deal with Craft if they decide to peek out. Craft in a nice little protected area here between the containers and the wall. He's able to catch you as you, you know, get out of the building. Craft's going to be hearing the footsteps here. Minion and Bojangles taking that 2nd story of the spawn house, looking down onto the map, looking for picks. Craft may peek this corner, not seeing anything. Risky peek by Craft. And does find Captain Bojangles with the Minion with a quick refrag. 1v1 trade there. Framed with a nice angle here. Ground floor in the prone position. Was looking underneath here, but did have to back off due to all the fire. Smoke's coming out from the offense. Golden has pushed up quite a bit. Drew throwing some flashes out, hearing these footsteps behind him. Chicky and Golden both pushing this side. Will they pinch? Will they see frame? And Chicky going down to frame from the blue room. Shotgun Preacher does have control of the boat, but does go down to framed as well from the blue room. Just down. Wow, what a grenade from Slide to confirm Shotgun Preacher as Drew picks off one from, or what Drew gets picked off there. And Minion nice and prone, but does get taken out by Sly underneath the truck. Dubsham here in Golden and finds him entering the blue ramp onto ship for a new angle. R3SIN Mafia going up 3-0 here on map number 2. Right, looking at that offensive play there, the offense did a great job. They were slowly, you know, having a 3-man, somewhat good push going across. They had 2 in the back, you know, looking down. But the offense up here started pushing a little aggressively, and one defender being in this area, Kraft, tried to get a quick peek here and getting taken down by these 2 here. Got 1 kill off the stairs, but a quick refrag. Got that they got that refrag there on that one. So 1v1. Offense pushed up. I believe it was Chicky or Golden, but decided to push this corner, which can be very dangerous because look at all this open ground that you have here that can be seen. You can have somebody inside the building looking, and you know, what happened was somebody in blue room ended up spotting him as they had that pinch with Golden over here. Golden moving through. But yeah, tough times. You know, exposing yourself here is dangerous due to you don't have a lot of cover, and there's so much open ground here that people can shoot you from this side and this side as well. You know, getting a little aggressive, still a lot of time on the clock. A little more patience probably would have helped out on that one. But enough of me.
That's what he does. You know, it's a very secret.
One
Quick
down here in the
shots.
center.
Quick shots from Dubsham. Here in the minion, push down quickly. We are in round number 4 here of map number 2. R3SIN Mafia with a 3-0 lead. And Drewski just pre-firing underneath. Sly the Great finding Captain Bojangles.
Down on the objective.
Chicky Doodle peeking the corner. Ooh, Sly may have spotted him, and Sly does get a second kill. You know, positions like this are ambush positions. You do want to stay tucked in. Lots of lasers on the blue room, looking for Shotgun Preacher, knowing that that is a hot spot. Flash coming out from Drew. And the minion finding Dubsham, trying to push down that blue.
I mean, Echo 4. Echo.
Oh, no. Wow. What an angle there, pushing upward.
Box 3.
Great angle by the minion. Frame finding Shotgun Preacher in blue room.
That make me clear to... I believe it's 4.
Quickly to a 4v2 here. Craftomic downing himself by falling off. We got you, Craft. I got that replay.
Get up to third-ish floor. Hey, I'm down here. I'm down here. You need to get up on those crates, drop down to one crate to the next, and then... No, don't. Well, yeah, but you injured yourself. Okay, thanks, man.
And Frame finding Golden down to a one-man defense here. The minion nowhere near objective, has to crash back. Frame hearing these flashes come out. Minion pushing the boat, getting further and further away from objective. Looking for Frame. He is hunting. Here's Frame, but doesn't realize Frame is above him. And Minion getting picked out in the open on blue ramp. 4-man defense of Reza Mafia taking down L.R.R.P there on round number 4. Total score so far 9-1. Reza Mafia really, bringing out their experience and their, their teamwork here. L.R.R.P trying to move up in the ranks, but running into these teams, they've been around for a long time, so it's not going to be an easy battle. Just need to stay positive and focus on what's ahead of them here. But Reza Mafia doing an excellent job here, 9-1 so far. Jump back into it again here. Maybe get some more NFL plays out, liking the new drawing scene. Thank you, Etch and Trip, for that. And earlier we had a defender, up here pushed. The objective was here, right? We had a defender here. I believe it was Chicky or Golden. Can't remember. That's one of them ambush spots. You're protected from this side, but you're very exposed from this side, right? So the one thing you don't want to do, is kind of what seemed to happen is they heard shots behind them and they decided to peek around this corner. When you peek that corner, you're exposed to so many angles that you physically can't see all of them. You can't see all of them before they see you. So one of those things that, patience is a virtue type of thing, and something like this where it's an ambush, you just wait for people to try to push across from you, and you make that work in your favor to that aspect, or you call them out. You just be a nuisance to that aspect. But peeking a wide open corner is very, very tough and a hard lesson to learn. But as a caster, we have that 20/20 vision, and it's much easier for me to analyze plays from this view than it is for the guys in the headset. Sounds are funky. It makes it seem like things are a lot closer than they actually are. And like I said, it's easier for us to do that.
Kill me now.
Run out and die. Okay. Make sure you're clearing the tunnels real good, okay?
It's like a heavy push from the tunnels. Something new here, throwing a little something out.
Be the biggest wiener you possibly can be.
And Craftomic is in the tunnels to try to protect this as best as possible. But these guys sneaking right around him, and Craft is going to find Bojangles, but not getting the shot. We are into a gunfight battle here. What a grenade by Craftomic. Gotta give it to you, Crafts. Great co-caster and a grenade thrower, apparently. As the offense does push up, 3 of them pushing up past Craftomic, not realizing that. And they are behind him. Gold and taking down Dubsham. Chicky Doodle being a nuisance out here on this side. And the offense has complete control. Shotgun finding Frame. And Minion finding Drewski all down to 2 members, and Kraft is too far away. Will Sly be able to find these guys, or will Shotgun Preacher and the Minion get inside and get this cap? As the Sly is working back in, looking for those shots. Golden taking him down. It is cap time for these guys. Kraft coming up through the 3rd story.
On this side of center. That's Echo 1. Echo 1.
And what a job here by L.R.R.P. What a move, sending 4 through the tunnels. Cannot count these guys out. That's what I like to see. Wow, excellent work there by L.R.R.P. Throwing in a little spice in the mix. A 4-man tunnel push. And just completely getting behind the offense and taking over their whole spawn house and the objective house there. And just picking off one at a time. What a great play. Hope you're all having a good time here this evening. I am Lampy28, your caster here for IVRL Season number 1. We are in Week 14. Resin Mafia versus L.R.R.P. 30th ranked and 33rd ranked teams currently in the NA. Battling it out. Sit back, relax, mid-round here. Listen to some tunes by Phonic. That is the sound of round number 6 kicking off. Objective still in the same building, right here. Defense of L.R.R.P.
Shotgun and Chicky. Golden's with me. All right, let's go. Let's roll.
Yeah, you guys better catch the dub. I want to take it back, baby.
Chicky with the rap lines.
Make sure you don't get peeked.
Waiting for his solo. DJ Doodle.
Here, come in here. I'll cover the tunnel. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Golden opting out to cover the tunnel push, if there must be one. Chicky Doodle and Shotgun Preacher on the 2nd story, as Minion and Bojangles also protecting OBJ from the ground floor. And the defense staying very, very tucked in. Nobody pushing out, and they want to defend this the best they can so they can gather some more points and move on to another round. This is match point for Resin Map and match point for Resin Mafia as Golden finds frame in that long angle.
Echo 4, Echo 4.
Very good job. Captain Bojangles with an excellent view here of
Sure, we got guys looking
the
at the
approach
ship.
from the south. And again, this is a VR game, so as you see this gentleman here, Captain Bojangles, in a lay-down prone position, it means he in real life is proning. And Chicky Doodle finding another one, and quickly a 5v3. And Dubsham downs themselves. The Ducks cannot fly here tonight as Dubsham falls off the building from too far of a height.
This is what Cash Crazy feels like, huh? I can't feel my legs.
And Dub does get revived from Drewski there. It is confirmed Ducks cannot fly on the shipyard as 2 have fallen. Broken legs and all. 4v3, L.R.R.P. still up. Still has the ability to take this map as 3rd story does get taken. Dubsham working up the stairs. Will Shotgun Preacher see? And Dub falls again.
Drew.
Make sure you're checking angles. They have to cross.
I mean, Dub, you are giving me all the replays needed for a highlight reel.
You gotta get up here and then get on the 2nd one and get low and then drop down. Don't drop from that top one.
Stairs are tough. Stairs are tough for Ducks. I would expect this from Kraft, but Dub, I had higher expectations for you. Dub has got to be down to his last thread of life here. Falling twice and being revived twice.
Your voices around ship ramp around that corner. Not sure exactly where, but they're...
Between Dub and Shotgun, who sees who first. And tucked in. Shotgun does tuck in after taking shots.
One over there where Drew was.
Lots of great smokes from Dubsham blocking anything Golden was expecting to see there. And Preacher finding Drewski.
Echo 2. Echo 2.
4v2. Great hold here so far by the defense. As Dub is trying to push under red ramp. Will Shotgun see him? Angle is not quite there. Shotgun does need to approach the edge a little bit more, but Dubsham finding Golden. That is going to give Shotgun the audio cues he needs to look forward. And will Shotgun peek? He does. What a great shot by Shotgun Preacher there. Using those audio cues to his favor, making that last pick there. All down to Sly. How does Sly approach this? And looks like he might get shot in the feet by Bojangles. And he does. Bojangles taking down the last member, shooting the ankles, the Achilles heel, taking down the Ducks here in round number 6. Take a look at that one more time. A little bit more, but Dubsham finding Golden. That is going to give Shotgun finding that amazing angle there on Dubsham, using those audio cues to look over the edge. Peek. He does. What a great shot by Shotgun. And I wish we had more highlights of Dub falling off the roof twice, being revived twice. Dubsham is a member of the IVRL community and of the actual league board, being a referee on the league. So, very well known. We respect Dub. We have a good time. And shit. Yeah, the stairways are tough in this game. You know, it's so easy on this map, other maps as well, to fall off from heights. You know, you have your player joystick and your avatar, and you're not really sure. The stairways are actually very narrow, and with a little bit too much speed, trying to, you know, if you're taking shots and you try to jump off onto the stairway, it's very easily to stumble off and completely fall down to the floor here. And when you do fall in the game from a certain height, you down yourself. If it's far enough, you kill yourself. But downing yourself means you're able to be revived with a syringe.
Alright, we get into here. If we play smart and play fucking patient. I'm not gonna climb nothing this time, okay?
Stay here.
Dub jokingly talking about he's not going to go up into heights anymore, as his wings have been clipped. L.R.R.P still in this, only down 2 points. The cap brings him back to tie game as Craftomic does get spicy here, pushing up far, looking for that first kill, finding Shotgun Preacher. Minion looking for that refrag, doesn't quite connect. But now it is known that somebody is on this side of the ship as Minion's laser do start to look this way. Oh, Craftomic finds Minion with a 2-piece on this angle. Excellent work by Craft. Putting that pressure onto the offense. Craft finds Bojangles as Dubsham finds Golden and quickly down to a 1v5.
One left.
Chicky down to himself to keep this map alive. Let's see what Chicky is seeing here. With the objective on the boat, Chicky has a lot of work to do here. 1v5 is tough enough, but to get up onto the boat where it looks like all the ramps have been covered. 4.5 minutes, still a lot of time, but pick and rotate is the name of the game currently. Looks like lines from Dubsham are going to find Chicky Doodle. And ducks over chickens on that last interaction. Resin Mafia taking map number 2, 5-2. And congratulations, Resin Mafia taking this matchup 10-3 total points. This map was 5-2. And Resin Mafia is showing their skills. They, like I've mentioned before, Resin Mafia has been a team for over 2 years now. So, they have that understanding, that teamwork, that bonding, that experience. L.R.R.P still a new team this year, growing with a lot of talent on their team. I mean, I'm excited to see how far these guys are going to go here in the future. As long as they stick with it, stay positive, they got a great road ahead of them. And, even with a tough loss comes a lot of good lessons to learn, things to learn from. They're only going to make you better in the future. So, but Resin Mafia, congratulations on the victory here this evening. I am L.R.R.P. This is the IVRL's first season, week number 14. And let's get out of that because we are not going into more maps. I'm sorry about that, but again, Resin Mafia, congratulations here on the victory tonight. So we will see you guys tomorrow. More matchups happening all day tomorrow. Don't know exactly which ones I'll be casting, but I'm sure I'll be casting something in the afternoon as I play in the evening. And maybe we'll have some other casters pick up some evening matches. But again, congratulations, Resin Mafia. The victory here, 10-3 over L.R.R.P. I am L.R.R.P. Hope you all have a good night, and God bless you.